You're negotiating for support. That's what they want. The candidate and the party wants your support in the form of a vote, which you possess. So you hold the vote and they want it. Well, hello, everyone. It's good to be back again with you this week. I am so excited to join you again and trust you all had a wonderful Easter weekend last weekend. But we're all getting back to work here at the National Leadership Briefing and at Canada Family Action. And this week, for the midweek touch point, is I wanted to share with you a piece of the training that we did from the National Leadership Briefing on April the 2nd. The reality is that very, very soon we will be in a federal election. Most people are agreeing that it is most likely going to be at the end of June. So we have very little time to prepare. But I wanted to kick off the election preparation for us and our group on the National Leadership Briefing last Friday with just a basic understanding as to what an election is. So I hope you enjoy this piece of training that we did. And if you want to see the whole video from the whole briefing, then all you have to do is go to our YouTube channel at Canada Family Action, and you will find all of the National Leadership Briefing videos there, or go to the brand new National Leadership Briefing website at nlbcanada.ca. Anyway, enjoy this training, and we shall see you on the next briefing. Bye for now. We need to all understand a couple of things about elections is that first off, governments have not only no money, they have no authority except for the authority that is transferred to them from the individuals at election time. This arrow here represents on our teaching template the transference of authority at election time to civil government to perform feats of great governmental skill for the betterment of all. That is what the intention is that they need combined authorities from all of the citizens to act on everyone's behalf for the betterment of us all. And it is transferred through the form of a mandate. Now, where a mandate comes from is that these political parties and candidates put up their vision of the nation and the country, and they tell everybody about all the things they're going to do. And then that when we vote to support those things, that is to become their mandate to govern. We're talking about today the transference of our authority corporately to government to act on our behalf after the election. Okay, so just to be clear on that. So I'll take that away and let's get into the nitty gritty of it here. A little bit more, something more specific. All right. So in the transaction of transferring the authority from the individual to either the candidate or the party that you are hoping that is going to actually establish the government after winning, in that transaction, I've encouraged everyone and trained everyone to understand that it is a negotiation between two individuals or two entities or two parties, and you are negotiating for what? You're negotiating for support. That's what they want. They want, the candidate and the party wants your support in the form of a vote, which you possess. So you hold the vote and they want it. Now, this is really important and foundational to know, because over and over and over again over time, I have seen individuals who, even though that is the fact of the matter, what I've just described, they just give away their support. They get together in groups of people and then they run into one candidate who gets them all googly-eyed and they decide, oh, I really like this candidate. And they just go, here it is. There you go. Here's my support. And the sad part about that is that you're giving up this golden opportunity to negotiate for your support. So the most important thing for me at election time to communicate to you is that understand that this is a point of negotiation when elections come along. It is the perfect time for us to negotiate for what it is we want from government for our vote. So if we do execute a strategy effectively and properly and are tactical in our approach to it, we can actually negotiate things to come out of it that are for the betterment of the community. Of course, what is it that we want? Well, really, what is it that we want? What do we talk about all the time? Well, we want parents' right to raise their kids the way they want, preserved and protected. We want our right of belief and freedom of religion defended by the person who's going to sit in government. We want children protected, our future of our children protected, and fiscal stewardship of the money. We want it done well. We also want vulnerable citizens protected. So we've got all these things that we want, and they want our vote. So we need to begin this process by acknowledging we are in a negotiation and that we are going to exchange commitments as the foundation of the transfer of that authority for them to get our support. Let me explain what I mean by exchange commitments. Okay, a candidate, when they stand up at election time and they give you the list of all the things that they're going to do, and the party tells you all the things they're going to do, what they often don't do is they just tell you things without making the commitments. So what we say to our people that we coach and train on the National Leadership Briefing is, don't ask your candidates and your parties to make promises to you. Ask them specifically and say, I'd like to hear your commitment statement related to that. So if you have something to say to me and you want to make a promise, I appreciate that, but I'm a commitment person. So what are you going to commit to? If you're not going to say, stand up against the euthanasia, the expansion of euthanasia, what can you commit to? That's what we want to know, is from our candidates. And then what you do is, after they make those commitment statements, you are then in turn going to say whether or not you're going to exchange your vote for their commitment statement. So you are saying, they say, I'm going to commit to this, and you say, I'm going to commit to supporting you and voting for you, and you exchange those commitments. That is the negotiated settlement of the transaction between the two of you.